for our first exercise today, what we're going to do is to use the key of C as our old key, the one we're changing from, and that gives us chords 4 and 5 being F and G. And then we're going to be changing to the key of A, and that has chords 4 and 5 being D and E. So the orange chord is our old tonic chord, and the red chord, the red dots, are representing the new dominant chord. So let's have a look at that. Is there a note in common to both chords? Yes, there is. It's the E note. So what we want to do is to make that note the top note in our chord inversions, and this is what it's going to look like. So then we can also add the 7 flat note to our dominant chord, and that's going to make it a dominant 7th. So let's come to the keyboard now, and we're just going to see what this looks like over the whole bridging sequence. So here we've got our C chord, and remember the note that we had in common was the E, so we're sticking that at the top of the C chord. And then we've got C, E7, and A. And this note here is constant through each of those 3 chords. So that really does give us a nice transition. Let's play that again. Into the A. Okay, looking at our chart now, what I want to do is just to give you an overview of the bridging chord sequences that will work for the different keys that you may want to change to. So there I've just listed them. If we're going up 1 semitone, then we're going from a C to a C sharp. Then you'll find that the dominant 7th in the left-hand column is ticked. That's going to work for you. If you're going up a tone from the C to the D, both the dominant 7th and your 4/5 combination is going to work. All right, now the last thing that we want to look at on this DV is actually how to link songs together musically. We've already looked at how to find the bridging chord, but you see there are 2 other components that really need to be fitted together in order to make a smooth transition between the songs. And those other 2 factors are the tempo, which is the speed of the song, and the timing or the rhythm or the feel, the beat of it. So let's take a few different songs now, and I want to look at how we could link them together. And just before we move into those songs, I just want to make the statement that the bridging sequence or the timing of it, how long you spend on those bridging chords, ideally should be the same amount of time as you spend on the last chord before you move into your bridging sequence. So in other words, if you're spending a bar, 4 beats on your main chord before going into your bridging sequence, then your bridging sequence should be a bar long. If you're going to spend 2 bars on that, then just to make it feel even, your bridging sequence ideally should be 2 bars long. All right, so now what I'm going to do, we're going to look primarily focus in on the keyboard here, because what I want to do is just to show you, we're going to come from a song, Open the Eyes of My Heart, Lord, which is in the key of E. And then we're going to I See the Lord, which is a completely different feel. I See the Lord is block chording. Open the Eyes of My Heart is cyclic pulsing bass. All right, so I'm not going to go through the whole of each of these songs, but let's take it from the Holy, Holy section of Open the Eyes of My Heart, Lord. Holy, holy, holy. Holy, 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 I want to see you, I want to see you, I want to see you. I see the Lord, and His train fills the temple. I see the Lord, He is high